Yes. All right, 3 minutes on the clock.
Hi guys. So how do we help Australians that live in strata title properties make a positive impact on the environment? That's 50% of all Australians live in an apartment building. So if you didn't know, strata management industry is actually a massive $1 trillion industry. It's also known as Homeowners Association in America. So strata managers charge massive billion-dollar fees for carrying out community governance tasks that are actually best automated. So strata management is a perfect use case for EOS blockchain because people need to vote, they need to approve budgets, they need to administer common funds, and they need to make proposals to constitutions. So that's why we at Straas, or Strata as a Service, we built a blockchain-enabled website for property owners to self-govern. What that does is actually unlock $7 billion worth of value, so money that otherwise would have gone to strata managers stay within the buildings. And people can use them for things like installing solar or managing their recycling program. So at Straas, we basically, over the weekend, built a live blockchain website. You can see that right here. And I'll just walk you through it. So I'm a property owner myself. And this is way better already after 2 days than anything that I have to engage with my current strata manager. So we're going to first demonstrate the ability to create a proposal. So I want to change the constitution. It's a very transparent, accountable process. Other people have to vote on that. So that's all gone. But then another thing that I've noticed as I logged into my profile is that someone's put out a proposal for crowdfunding biofuel for our building. So previously, projects like a biofuel cell in your apartment building or solar were not possible at all. And that's because it's a massive capital expense and everyone has to agree. So if a couple people in the building don't agree, the project just doesn't go ahead. And I don't know how much you know about renewable energy, but basically people that live in apartments are left behind. Their costs are going up. So blockchain is great at transacting value. So if I want to contribute 80% of the cost of the biofuel cell, I can, and then I get 80% of the clean energy that's being generated. So here you can see that I'm contributing $1,000 to this project that has been initiated within my community, that's been accepted. Looks like I had the deciding vote, so the project is going ahead. This is democracy in action. So at Straas, our mission is to turn our apartment buildings into sustainable powerhouses and to build $1 billion business on the back of it. And we'd like to invite you to join our mission. Thank you.
Well done, Straas. And Straas, as you guys want to start to come up onto the middle of the stage and grab your stuff as Team GenerEOS starts to set up. Judges, I've reset the clock on my end for 2 minutes for any questions that you might have.
Yeah, thanks very much. I really like the idea of disrupting strata management, but what I would like a little bit of clarity on is how do you incentivize people who live in strata managed apartments to actually invest in sustainable ecological enterprises? I just didn't get that quite incentive to have the biofuel or the solar. So where is the incentive to get people doing that?
So basically, the way things currently work is people get a budget approved, right? And it's run by the strata manager. And the strata manager is only interested in maximizing profits. They're not interested, and they can get fired at any point, right? So they're not really looking ahead 5 years' time. And certain projects like solar or biofuel might take a few years to actually recoup the cost. But if it's the council of owners that's making the decision, they can make more sustainable, longer-term decisions. And another bit of that is blockchain is just perfect for rewarding people and tokenizing certain incentives, right? So we don't have to have everyone contributing the same amount of money to a solar panel. We can have people contributing different amounts and some people not contributing at all. And all the money and all the value that's being generated from that shared asset is actually
45-second warning.
Proportionally allocated to people that have contributed the most. More questions, please?
So what is the value of blockchain here as opposed to doing it on a centralized website? So blockchain, I think, is absolutely perfect. This is an example of
governance requirement that has been historically carried out by a third party, and with a complete misalignment of incentives. Strata managers put in a margin on top of the budget. They're not interested in helping property owners reduce the budget, and it's basically for people can take control back of how they self-govern and how they manage their records.
Time. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for Straas.